Hello, everyone, and welcome to Meal Spouse Conversations. We are here for another episode of The Conversation. I'm your host, Sybil, and we have our lovely, beautiful conversation starters, Miss Grace.
Hey.
She be rolling. Miss Becca.
Hello.
And we have a special guest today, Miss Helen. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. All right. Are y'all ready to dig right on into this conversation tonight?
Sure I am.
We're gonna be
Yes, ma'am.
ready because we're gonna talk about the F word, y'all. The F word. See, some of y'all went y'all went the wrong direction. Not that word. We're gonna talk about food. We're gonna talk about food. We all love food, right? Yeah, y'all ain't excited. Look, I'm excited about food. Y'all over here like,
I like food. I just don't like the fact that I gotta cook it every day.
So look. So you just answered that first question about who's the cook in your house.
This one. Unless it's a grilling day. If it's a grilling weekend, my husband's got that one. But majority, right?
I'm so sorry. So sorry. Apologies.
Well, I cook, but I'm not a good cook. We eat. We eat. That's about all I can say. Nobody starves, obviously. But I can't, I think out of everything I cook, there might be one thing that people look forward to me cooking, maybe two. Yeah, see. And that's sad because I'm from the South, but my husband always did the cooking. So the
Southern women are supposed to be laying it down in the kitchen.
Well, right? I missed that when God was handing that gift out. He hopped over me and handed that to somebody else because, my husband has cooked most of our marriage until it's been within the last year. I've said, you know what? I really want to start cooking. And then he lets me, but I can tell I'm like, oh, honey, we're having this for dinner. And he just kind of cringes. But, he eats it.
Okay, now I got to ask, what are those things? What are the two things that people look forward to?
My blueberry stuffed French toast is a pretty decent winner here in the house. Of course, it's easy. You really can't mess that up unless you burn the French toast, and I've done that too. And black-eyed peas. I make some really good black-eyed peas.
Ooh.
I never had that.
But you've never had black-eyed peas?
No, ma'am.
Oh, well, she's not from the South. She's not from the South, so that's kind of one of our staples. I think that is actually if I had a go-to meal, it would be just something that I cook lazy, and that's fried cabbage, smoked sausage, and black-eyed peas. And here's another one for you. I can't make cornbread.
What?
I cannot make cornbread. My cornbread never comes out right, ever. My husband had to save me and make another pan the last time I made it because it was horrible. The dog ate it. But the rest of us was just kind of.
So I'm going to assume you don't make cornbread dressing either then. Because if you can't make cornbread, you sure the heck are not cooking the dressing on Thanksgiving.
I would never eat dressing my entire life until my husband came along. And now it can be the middle of the year and I'll be like, honey, make us some dressing. Because his dressing is the best dressing I've ever had.
What does he put in his dressing?
He makes a chicken stock from scratch. He'll take the chicken and boil it, and he does the carrots. Yes. He does the carrots, the celery, the onions, the chicken thighs, throws it in there, cooks it all day long. He'll cook the cornbread the day before, so it's kind of dried out a little bit. And he pours all that in there and tears the chicken off the bone and puts the chicken in it. And make you want to slap your mama.
Oh, girl.
His dressing is so good.
You be like, ooh.
It's really good. And even the chicken that comes out of the stock, I'll be sitting there helping peel the chicken off the bone. I'll be
Eating
the chicken.
It's like, babe, what happened to half the chicken?
The dog ate it. Grace, have you ever had Southern cornbread dressing?
Yes, I actually have before.
Did you like it? Some people like it. Some people just don't.
I honestly was like, what in the world at first? Like, is this how they make it? But you know what? It tastes good. It tastes good. It sure does.
Cornbread dressing is good. Now, some places I've seen it made, because we military spouses, we've been all over the place. I've seen people make it with just bread. And they've called that dressing. That's not dressing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you call this loaf bread mess that you have just put in front of me, but that is so not dressing. It was awful. Because, you go somewhere and you think you're going to get something and then it gets set down in front of you and it's not what you thought it was.
No, but you got to eat it anyway. You just.
Yeah. It's not always the best experience, though.
So what do you cook, Grace? What is your go-to?
My go-to, I don't know. I cook all kinds of stuff. I mean, we eat things from like basic like salads to like full-on Mexican food, pozole, tamales, flautas, like everything. If I'm in a pinch and I need to make something, I'll make macaroni. But we make our macaroni with tomato sauce. Now, people are always like, tomato sauce. You put tomato sauce, right? Because, I know it's like all the cheeses, cream, all that. No, but in the Mexican household, you make it with tomato sauce. It's tomato sauce, cheddar cheese, big old elbow noodles. It is so good. You just boil it, you pour tomato sauce on top, and then you stick it in the oven for it to get all bubbly. It's so good. So good.
You eat it by the bowl. You have to send us the recipe for that.
Girl, I don't have a recipe. I go a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit more of this, and it's all good. I can tell you what's in it.
So tomato sauce.
So basically, it's a box of elbow macaroni. I do the large noodles. If you get like the little tiny elbows, it doesn't taste good. Got to use the big ones. It's a box of those and like 2 to 4 cans of tomato sauce, depending on like how wet you want the noodles to be. And then we do a whole block of sharp cheddar cheese. You could also do Mexican shredded cheese. You could do Fiesta cheese. Do any kind of cheese you want. You throw it on top after the noodles are boiled with the sauce. So noodles, sauce, and then just layer the cheese. Don't mix it. Do not mix it. Just lay it on top and then throw it in the oven for like 15, 20 minutes. Get it like bubbly and a little crisp. And then good. That's dinner.
Remember that, Helen.
That's so good.
We can try that.
It's recorded. You could go back, Sybil. But no, that's the quick one. Go, Becca.
But you know what? As easy as that is, I could mess it up.
How are you gonna mess it up?
My whole life is a series of Pinterest fails.
You can drop that pan, you can have noodles all over your kitchen.
I'd burn them. I would burn the noodles.
Burn the noodles.
Or pull them off too soon and you'd be eating some crunchy macaroni. I'm telling you.
Crunchy macaroni. Have y'all had the pasta chips that are all over TikTok? Have you tried them? They air fry pasta and put like buffalo sauce or whatever. You eat them like chips. It's actually really good. Really good. I was shocked.
I want an air fryer. That's next on my list. But you know what? I begged my husband for an Instapot and he got me one and I don't use it like I should.
I'm scared of my Instapot.
Scared of it.
Yeah, I'm scared it's gonna like blow in my face. You've seen all the videos of like it exploding and all that stuff.
That's because people are stupid. That's all that is. it's
did
got a
that.
safety mechanism on it to keep it
Yeah,
from doing that. Now the older pressure cookers, my grandmother did have a pressure cooker explode on her. My mother used to be terrified of them because my grandmother had that happen to her. But my husband assures me, believe me, if he thought there was any chance of that happening, he wouldn't have got me one. I promise.
'Cause he's like, you would find a way to make it explode.
No, if he thought there was even a little bit of a chance that thing would explode, he would not, he would never give me an explosive device. I assure you. That's not anything that would ever happen.
My
So
air
what
fryer,
about,
though, I love my air fryer.
do you? I've heard great
Yeah.
things about air fryers.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I like that. Well, I don't know because I put French fries in my air fryer.
That's good too.
No. Mm-mm.
Yours didn't
Nope.
turn out right?
They didn't cook. I was like, I was like, these are raw. It was on. They were hot. They were warm. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So Helen, who's the cook in your house? You better answer this correctly.
Like the cook or the best cook?
Oh.
I want to hear both.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, which one?
Who's the best cook in the house?
Well, the best cook is obviously me. So,
Smart
but
girls. That was slick. Yeah.
So you cooking dinner tonight?
She didn't say she was the frequent cook. She just said she was the best cook.
So who's the cook in the house?
the cook in the house, like everyone.
Everyone? Yeah, we all cook.
I'm gonna say Jasmine, my older sister. I think she's the cook. I think she cooks really good food when
Well,
she wants.
that's nice.
But she's not the main cook of the house.
I mean, but like you said the cook, like.
I think your mama wants you to say her.
Well, yes, you too.
No love, no love, no love. No love. So are you cooking? You said you wasn't cooking dinner tonight. So who's cooking? Because it's just us here tonight. Everyone else is out tonight. So who's going to cook? Paper, rock, scissors?
Pizza Hut.
That's all I'm gonna say. The pizza man is gonna cook.
What are we going to eat tonight?
Burrito tacos.
She's for herself a little restaurant here that she likes.
That's good. You're getting settled in.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Who was this coming in here? All right. So I have this question because I hear people talk about this a lot. Breakfast for dinner. I have never done breakfast.
Yes. What? You've never had breakfast for dinner?
No.
That's
It's been a
sin,
long
girlfriend.
time. It's been a long time since we did. I don't know how my husband would react to breakfast for dinner if I said, well, it's eggs and bacon and toast for dinner tonight. You had it like 6 hours ago, but you're going to have it again.
Mm-mm. The only time I had breakfast after, well, I guess it would still count for breakfast, back in the day when, young and partying, you hit up Waffle House.
I don't think that counts.
That doesn't count. Okay. I mean, it was like 3, 4 in the morning. So I guess it was breakfast for breakfast.
That's breakfast. That's just an early breakfast.
Early breakfast. Early breakfast.
We've had breakfast spaghetti before. That's like made with eggs and bacon. It was actually really good. Like really good.
Wait a minute. Do tell about this.
So my husband found it in a Food Network magazine. That is my favorite magazine. I don't really cook all the stuff from it, but I just like looking at it. And there was breakfast spaghetti, and it's spaghetti noodles and eggs and bacon and like Parmesan cheese. And it was so delicious, like amazing. You do like over easy eggs with it, and like sprinkle bacon, crispy bacon on top with Parmesan cheese. It was really good.
I just don't
Really
know if
good.
I don't know if I could eat eggs with spaghetti.
But like, it doesn't taste like eggs. It just tastes like a creamy spaghetti with bacon. Like the way you cook it, I'll have to send y'all the recipe because it's like a really specific way you have to make it for it to taste good. Like you got to use pasta water inside of the egg sauce and all kinds of stuff. But it is really, really, really good.
No, Becca has ruined that already.
Do not attempt.
We already know it will be going to the dog. The dog might even look at that one, Becca, and be like, nope, I'm not trying that one from you. No.
The dog would look at that and be like, what happened to you tonight? You got all kinds of meals messed up. You done mixed the dinner with the breakfast, with the lunch. Dog would be bringing me a cup of coffee. Hey, Nashida.
Hey y'all. I made it, y'all. I made it.
Bless your heart. You look
I
like
heard y'all talking about, I do, who did it and what for. I know I don't have my makeup on. Don't talk about it.
girl, I
Don't
don't
mention it
either.
to folks. Like,
Girl, come on now. I want you to look long
look,
and hard
now
at
I'm
this
gonna have
face.
to pull it, like I'm gonna have to get in the shadows now.
Look long and hard at this face.
Who did it? What for? Well, it's Halloween, so I'm good.
That's a perfect excuse for
Yes.
me.
Yes.
For me,
Perfect excuse for me.
Halloween, so I'm good.
This is me coming off a 4-day vacation.
Girl.
Vacations are rough.
Vacations are rough.
Vacations are hard work.
This wasn't a vacation. Somebody lied to me when they said, let's do a school trip to Washington, D.C. It'll be like a
School trips
vacation.
aren't vacations.
They lied. They just
Yeah.
wanted my money because there was
That
nothing
was an
about
extreme
that was a
lie.
vacation.
Mhm.
No vacation. Wait
That
a
was
minute.
an
Now,
extreme
my
lie.
light is bright.
What?
My light was bright. Sorry.
You look good.
I heard y'all talking about convection ovens and stuff. I mean, those air fryers. I want the oven. That's the air fryer. It's got that convection top that you just wipe off.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I want that in my life.
Now, Sheila, I know you can cook. What's your go-to recipe? What's your favorite thing to cook?
Anything with hamburger meat in it. For real,
I like hamburger meat
so
too.
grab some hamburger meat. You can make all kinds of stuff. Salisbury steak. You can make spaghetti.
Meatloaf.
My go-to is shepherd's pie, though. I will make a shepherd's pie. Throw that thing in the oven.
You'll have to share your recipe for that. I tried to make one time and I put too much Worcestershire sauce in it and it was not edible.
It's like 2 tablespoons or something like that. I used the Pioneer Woman's recipe.
I probably put
I
like
use
2
mostly
cups.
all her stuff. Yeah, but I modify it because like she kind of be like Paula Deen. She sell you a little, a little diabetes sometimes, little high cholesterol. She in her recipes, I'll be like, wow, that's a lot of butter, sis. I'm gonna have to cut that down. It comes up just as good. Even out with some olive oil sometimes if I need extra oil, but not for the fat content. But she has this recipe for braised pork ribs that you put in the Dutch oven.
Is it good?
Girl, you almost eat your hand off trying not to,
Is it
try not to hurt
foolproof?
yourself.
Right. It's like, is it foolproof?
It is kind of foolproof because not a lot of ingredients go into it, but you braise it first and then you just put all the other ingredients, the liquid ingredients, and you put the Dutch oven top on it. You don't even really need a Dutch oven per se, just a thick pot to cook it in.
See, I'm about a 5 ingredient kind of gal. If it's got more than
me
5
too.
ingredients, I'm not even entertaining it. Like really, I will see a recipe and it'll have a bunch of little bitty ingredients, like a pinch of this and a dash of that. I'm like, flip.
I'm gonna do that anyways. Like I'm gonna read it and it's gonna say salt, pepper. I'm gonna throw some stuff in there. I'm not gonna be like, oh. But sometimes I do follow the recipe if I've messed it up before. But I follow the recipe. But sometimes you follow the recipe and it's not good.
And it's not good.
Yeah. So I've learned over the years to kind of look at the recipe and be like, that don't even sound right. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that. Or I'm gonna take a little bit of this out.
See, I don't know
But
enough
yeah.
about cooking and the different spices to be able to do that. You know, my husband can, if I don't have chili mix, because I do make chili a good bit, but I'm
You
never
know what?
consistent.
So I make chili from scratch, but last time I made chili, I accidentally ran out of chili pepper. No, not chili powder
Mhm.
and cumin, like simultaneously. I was like, oh, this is bad. I put the taco seasoning in there. It was great.
I've done that before because I didn't have, but like I get the packs, the McCormick packs of the chili mix, because I told you I can't cook.
Oh,
So I get those and I just kind of follow directions off the back of that. But my husband, he's like, I don't know why you buy that. We've got all the spices in the cabinet to make that. You
yeah,
do.
because it's only a few. Like you really only need for basic chili is those
Cumin.
diced petite tomatoes, cumin, chili powder.
Onion.
If you like beans, I get the chili beans, huh?
You need onion. You gotta put
Yes.
chopped onion in your chili.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've
gotta put
never
what?
done that.
Put what?
Chopped onion.
Oh yeah, I put it in the ground beef. I chopped the onions and put it in the ground beef.
I've not done that before.
No, if you don't want to do that, you could just add chili powder. You don't, and I put garlic in mine, but you could just add garlic powder. I mean, if you want to be basic about it, you know what I'm saying?
That's
You don't want
me.
to do all that chopping.
Simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what I have to go with. Because I cooking is my kryptonite. And I'm gonna tell you something else I can't
Patty
make for
melts.
nothing.
You can
Ooh.
make that because it's only like hamburger meat, 5 dashes of Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper. You can make a basic patty melt with that.
Okay.
I could do that.
So
You could do that. You could do that back.
I could do
patty
that.
melt with just some hamburger patties, cheese.
You stick it on like a piece of Texas toast or something, right?
Yeah.
Onions and toast. But I'm like, this doesn't taste like a patty melt. Maybe because I don't put the Worcestershire sauce.
You have to
I'm like,
put the
this is just a
Worcestershire
normal
sauce in.
hamburger. What the heck? This isn't.
Right. You have to put
And it
that in
depends on
there.
what kind of bread you use too.
I use that Texas toast by Wonder Bread. I'm a Wonder Bread kind of gal.
I love you, Nashita. Wonder Bread's pretty good.
So, Nashita, what is a meal that you just jacked up? Just nobody eating it. You just
So from time to time, I feed the garbage disposal, whatever meal I jacked up. Nobody knows. I don't know. I'd be like, oh, this messed up. I just throw it in the garbage disposal. I don't tell people. They ain't gonna see the evidence. They ain't gonna know I did that. I was like, oh, this is gross. The last thing I messed up though, for real, was what's the last thing I messed up was ramen. I cooked the noodles too long. It was 2 bowls of it too, and I was like, whew. I just poured it all down the garbage disposal because I had a big bag of because I was making it from scratch. Yeah, that was the last thing I just. It was a horrendous too. It was so gross. I was like, wow, this was a spectacular fail. Like I should have recorded it, but I couldn't show people that.
You're like, nope.
Nope.
No evidence.
Marcus came downstairs. He was like, oh, it's taking you longer to make the noodles. I was like, yeah.
The stove is cooking
The water
slower
didn't
today.
boil.
Stove.
What's wrong
The
with
water's not boiling.
Yeah, something's up with the electrical.
Yeah.
No, I told him. Just in case, when he's a cook, he could do the same thing.
So, Helen, what is a meal that you have jacked up?
A meal that I have jacked up. Let me see. I don't really jack up my meals. All my meals are good.
Okay, what are you known for?
What I'm known for? Making ramen.
Hey, some of us can't do that.
Okay, wait a minute. We have to ask this question. How do you make your ramen?
I put it in the microwave.
So do I.
See, you already ready for college.
She has her their cup of noodles. So we have to ask this question because I know someone out there watching wants to know. As meal spouses and meals, right? One challenge that I try to avoid when it comes to meals is during PCS time, right? Because especially if you're going overseas, you ain't got nothing. But you do have usually have loaner pots and pans and stuff, right? If you're staying at
overseas.
Yeah, overseas. Yeah. But what is your go-to meal during PCS? Something quick.
The club.
Sandwiches.
The base club. Any restaurant on base.
I'm like the restaurant down the street. Let's go. We're gonna find. That's when we find all the restaurants.
Yes. I don't know what about. Yeah, anything with hamburger in it. Once again.
What about you?
Yeah.
Anything noodles. I feel like noodles are so easy to make with whatever sauce you have. Noodles probably easy. Noodles and then cold cuts. My family really likes cold cuts, like just ham and cheese on crackers, like a Lunchable, but not a Lunchable. We can eat that whenever to hold us over.
Yes.
No, in our house, we need some meals. Not me, but the other people who live here. I could exist on coffee and bread. I'm like, if I went to prison today, I'd be fine. I'd be like, water and bread, please.
I do
You ain't
need
torturing
bread.
me.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, y'all ain't torturing me in lockup. But at the house, I can't. Like, me and Marcus eat noodles, but noodles isn't something I can make like as a family meal.
Yeah.
But I like ramen too. Like, I feel like Grace noodles. Yeah.
I'm reading the comments. I'm a little behind here.
Becca, what you cook for PCS? What do you do?
Usually we eat out a lot during PCS season. If we're in the middle of PCS and we eat out a lot, or we might do sandwiches, because I told you I just now started cooking within the last year. So I feel like I'm at that college cooking level. I'm over there with Helen and the ramen. I got to catch up to everybody else in the house. Been cooking for 20 years. Me and my husband, he's been cooking longer than that, but and here I have just got on the band. I'm always late to the race, man. I just got on the cooking bandwagon within the last year, so I got to catch up with y'all. I'm the newbie here with cooking, so y'all got to send me your easy recipes.
Easy recipes.
Like 3, maybe I shouldn't even go with 5 ingredients. Maybe I should start with like 3, maybe 4 if I'm feeling
Well, you need to make sure
know what you're gonna be cooking with.
You need 2, salt and pepper. but you need to move beyond just the salt and pepper. Just a little bit.
Becca, you can make a chicken pot pie.
I guess you can make butter noodles.
That's easy.
Oh yeah, chicken pot. No, Grace, come on now.
No, look,
chicken pot pie.
I done jacked up a chicken pot pie.
Y'all need to just go buy the pre-made pie crust, get a can of cream of chicken, a can of cream of mushroom, some veg oil, and a rotisserie chicken. Quick, easy. You don't got to make the chicken. You don't got to make the sauce. Nothing. Take off the chicken, throw it in, throw the cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, veg oil, mix it all together. Put 1 pie shell on the bottom, pour all the mixture, salt, pepper, put the other pie shell on top, throw in the oven. Done. Chicken pot pie.
I think
I like
peas and carrots in mine.
I think that
And
makes
potatoes.
my 4 ingredients. Hang on, let's see. So we got veg oil, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom. It's 5. Well, if you really don't count the chicken, since I don't have to do anything to it.
Yeah.
And then the pie crust.
Yep. It's quick and easy. You can just buy it all.
See,
I'm writing it down.
You writing it down. For my pot pie, I like that pot pie that comes out of that little. When I was little, I used to eat these all the time. Those little, when I was a teenager, those little like Mary who is that?
Yeah, Marie Calendar.
Calendar.
Yeah, Marie Calendar, or really the cheap one was like
Banquet. Was it
Yeah.
Banquet? That's the one I
Banquet,
used
yeah.
to eat, girl.
Banquet.
And you know it's got
Burn your
potatoes and
mouth, burn
carrots.
your tongue.
peas.
Just say for no
Yeah.
reason. Just,
Yeah,
The peas.
I like that one, but you got to cook those carrots and peas. Somebody told me one time to just throw that stuff in there. You cannot. It won't cook. It will be hard. So
Mine
you have
cooked
to
just
cook the
fine.
carrots and the peas and the potatoes and the chicken like in a mix, you know, and then you like I make my mix from scratch with cornstarch and all that kind of stuff, like
Oh
salt,
yeah,
pepper,
that's a good
all
one.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then put it in the pre-made pie crust. Make sure you stab it with a fork or it'll bubble up.
Yeah.
And push your sauce out. But because that one's not easy, but what you said sound easy.
Yeah, it's super
But-
easy. It's super quick. My mother-in-law actually gave me that one. I didn't believe it. I was like, you can't make pot pie like that. That's not how you make it.
I wrote this
Oh.
down.
Wow.
We're gonna have some pot pie tomorrow. That's what you eat tomorrow,
Mhm.
girl.
It's good, quick, easy. You don't gotta poke holes. You gotta do anything. You just gotta put it
We're
all
having
together,
a
dump it.
Tuscan dinner tomorrow.
So we have Miss Hardy. Miss Hardy, how you doing, Miss Hardy? She said her husband, he cooks Southern dessert. I want to know what Southern dessert he's
What's
cooking.
that?
I'm coming to visit you, Miss Hardy.
Is
I
it
wanna
peach
know.
I know-
cobbler?
I
Is
know
it
her.
apple cobbler?
Right. I want
What
to
is
know.
that?
My neighbor is on. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for tuning in. So I feel you, honey. She said she don't cook in this tiny kitchen. Look,
In
the
the
other
what?
day in this
The tiny kitchen.
The
I
other
hate
the other
tiny kitchens.
evening, my cousin must be talking about me. My cousins are coming to visit this weekend, but me and my husband were in the kitchen together trying to cook. I was like, yeah, no, we cannot cook in this kitchen together. You in my way.
Mm-mm.
You gotta move. You gotta move.
Y'all don't like when people, I love when people be in the kitchen, like everybody be
Nope.
in the kitchen cooking.
Do
You
not
could be on the
come
other side of the bar. You could be on the other side of the kitchen. You could be in the living room talking to me in the kitchen. Do not
be in the
I
kitchen.
get so mad. I'm like, move. They're
Really?
in the drawer that I
You
need to
are
get
in the
into,
way.
and then they're
I don't need your
in the
help.
pots and pans. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't need you to
I
help
think
me.
my
Over
husband's
there.
like that. I'm not sure. He cook alone all the time. I don't like that. I like when people come in the kitchen and then, you know, this person's over here chopping something, that person's over there chopping something, we talking. You don't
Nope.
like that?
No.
Why?
Because
You
you
gotta
are
make it-
in my way. Or you
How?
don't chop the way I want you to chop it.
How do you want them to chop it? They just chopping stuff.
I don't know. But you just didn't do it right. There's
Oh yeah, I'm
something
not like
about-
my grandmother. Oh, my grandmother was like that. Yo, she'd be like, "What you give it here?" But I'm not like that. I'd be like, "Just chop that stuff up, girl. Throw it in there." It's weird in the kitchen alone. Girl, I be in there drinking. I ain't even go live Facebook. I ain't gonna live Facebook. I can't take it in the kitchen alone. You know, because my cousin Wanda and all my aunt, my big mom, they spoiled me kind of because there's always somebody in the kitchen. You know, when I was a teenager. There's always somebody around. Like, you didn't have to be in there desolate. You just in there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a mammy sometimes. I'll be in there like chopping and cooking and putting stuff together. I'll be like, am I the help? I don't understand what's happening in here. So,
You did not.
a couple of shots of whiskey, though, and that go right out the window, though, because then it's a party with myself. Yes. Yeah,
Well,
but
see,
I don't know.
You talking about the shots and cooking. The other night I was cooking. I had a glass of wine, had my music playing. My neighbor, since my neighbor watching, I'll go ahead and say, you know, when I walk outside, I try to make sure, you know, hey guys. But sometimes y'all know, everybody watching, y'all know, we used to come on. I had my mystical going. Doom, 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 right? Man, the other day I had my wine. I had Mystical and Snoop. Just on rotation. I was getting it.
Girl, you
But
ain't
then
right.
I ended up not even serving what I cooked because I think I forgot that I was in the kitchen, thought I was in the club.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness. Now I've been cooking for
Oh.
about 20 years. I could cook on autopilot. You know how you drive, and sometimes you end up like 20 miles away, and you're like, how I even drove this far? Because your mind was somewhere else. I could cook like that. Like my mind be gone. I just be on autopilot cooking.
Mm-mm.
No, not Becca. Becca needs to pay attention to whatever
Becca
it
just
is
started.
cooking.
She just started,
my
though.
mind wanders in the kitchen, the house is burning down. Let me tell y'all something funny real quick. So anytime I cook, and I do cook breakfast for my husband every morning. No, it's nothing elaborate. Well, I say every morning. I didn't cook this morning, but through the week, I'll cook. Usually it's egg, sausage, and if he's lucky, he'll get toast or bacon, just depending on if I feel like a nice wife. But normally it's eggs and sausage. But let me just say that's what he wants. So it's not like I'm just making him suffer. That's what he wants to eat. Almost every morning when I first started cooking sausage, the smoke alarm would go off. And y'all, I'm not even kidding. And it's loud. The neighbors probably hear my fire alarm when it goes off. Girl, my kids don't even flinch anymore. If the house were to catch on fire, it would be horrible because nobody would get out of the bed. They'd be like, oh, mama's in there cooking sausage this morning. I am serious, y'all. I am serious as a heart attack. It was so bad one night the fire alarm did go off in the middle of the night because my son had a candle burning and forgot to blow it out before he left to go gallivanting around, and it burnt all the way down. So it was smoke, and our smoke detectors are real sensitive. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. The smoke detectors are going off. Me and my husband's up running around. The girls ain't moved. They have not budged. And I went in Kimber's room to check on her because we were looking at all the rooms to figure out what was going on. And I went in Kimber's room, and Kimber she did budge. She raised her head up and said, Mama, why are you cooking? It's the middle of the night. So, yeah. When I say I can't cook, I'm for real. Like,
Don't
it
you
is.
have one of those fans over the stove?
Well, and I have.
It sucks
Turn it
up all the
on.
smoke.
And that's the only reason the smoke alarm does not go off anymore, because I finally started turning it on high, but it sounds like somebody's landing an airplane. It's so
Yeah, my
dang
daughter
loud.
is scared. She hates that thing. She's
It
like,
sounds so loud. I can't hear myself think with that thing on high, but that's the only thing that saves my smoke alarm, I swear, from going off every morning, is because my husband was like, you got to turn that thing on high. So
Is your pan too hot, Becca? That pan's
Yeah.
too hot. That's why.
Yep.
I think everything cooks better on high.
No, girl.
faster.
No.
well,
better
I
on
cook a
high.
lot of stuff on medium high, so I can't
Mine's on
argue with
high.
that, but not high.
And
But
my
wait a
Not
meat,
too
minute.
high.
When you are at stage 1 of cooking, you do not need to
It's
cook
slow.
on medium high.
I know it needs to be
Oh,
on
look.
low.
Low.
See?
But if
Especially
you
low.
cook it on medium, no, because if you cook it on medium or low, you come out with some like blonde food. It don't be the right color.
Oh, let's talk about some meat. So let me tell
Right.
you
You
about
have
my
to
meat.
hit that meat with that sear. You can't
Yeah.
cook it on low. It'll come out gray, especially if you put
I got
cow
two
just had mad cow
temperatures.
disease in the oven.
I
Or
got
in the stove.
I got two temperatures on my meat. It's either raw or burnt. That's all they're getting. When it comes to the table, it's raw or burnt. Do you want salmonella or do you want to chew on your meat? Which one do you want? That's your only two options tonight.
Oh my gosh. Look, note to self. Take food to Becca's
Don't eat at
house.
Becca's house.
You know, I joked when we moved into this house because we've only been here since June. And I told my husband, I said, I think once we get moved in, I'm going to take cookies to all the neighbors and just, hey, this is who I am or whatever. And he's like, you going to cook them? I said, hell no, I'm going to go to Costco, get the pretty ones, put 2 in a bag and hand them out. I don't want people thinking I can't cook. I don't want them. Because if we
Costco make the best one. Best
yes, they
dessert.
do.
Yeah, they do.
And if we
You
ever
could totally
entertain,
fake some dessert making at Costco.
see, and I would never have to worry about it because anytime we entertain, I make him cook because I don't want the outside world to know what kind of mess I served in my
So
family
look,
every night.
when I come to your house, Becca,
Jesse's cooking.
I'm like, Jesse, you cooked this, right? Okay, because I'm not eating this otherwise.
If we have people over, he cooks. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But for
God
your
love him.
meat, I turn my eye on high and get my skill. I use a cast iron and get it really hot, then turn it down.
See,
I like Becca, like turn on high, put the meat, and it's
And leaves it there.
yeah.
because I get distracted. I'm like, okay, this meat's gonna be all right. This ground beef is gonna cook. It's gonna be a minute. So I'm gonna go back here and swap this load of laundry out real quick. Well, on the way there, a kid needs her hair brushed. The dog needs to go outside. Something's done overflowed in a toilet. So all this is happening while I forgot the meat that's on the stove. I'm not allowed to leave the stove area anymore. My husband has forbidden me to leave the stove area when I'm not kidding. I'm not allowed to leave the stove area if the oven stove, any of that is on, plugged up, going.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to leave because I'm a squirrel. My spirit animal is a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Becca, that's why we get along so well. We both are squirrely as all get out. But when it comes to the stove,
Can't be squirrely.
I'm focused.
I need those blinders on. You know, the ones the horses have on. They've got the blinders on the side of their face so they can't see anything. That's what I need because I seriously will go off and make a bed. I'm able to sit down and watch some TV because I done forgot what was cooking on the stove. It's the struggle is real.
Oh, Becca. So one
So
last
do you
In the
question.
house and we live in, they got some 1950s style set up. The kitchen is right next to the laundry room.
That's my house.
Oh, you ain't got to go far, sis. Just go on into the laundry room and head on over to the kitchen. Like, where they do that at? They need to remodel these things. This is
My kitchen
ridiculous.
and my laundry room got up too.
See,
Like
that
my
might
fridge is right next to my laundry door.
be a good layout for me. Maybe we should have explored that type of layout. when
It's
we
a
bought this.
terrible layout.
No, Becca, no. Mm-mm.
No, because you need to separate that. Stop doing laundry when you cooking, Becca.
Yes.
Oh man,
It'd be even
horrible.
worse. You'd be over there just right next door in the laundry room.
Burning up.
With the burning up stuff right in the kitchen.
Yes.
Don't get
Yeah,
that layout.
that would be
Maybe
worse.
5 years in, you could get that layout, but you just started.
See,
Yeah.
it's
You
bad.
know what you need to get? A good microwave recipe book. You can start there.
Girl, no.
My
Wait a
husband
minute.
is anti-microwave.
Wait a minute. I see Becca just jacking that up too. Okay, I have a microwave story. Let me tell y'all this microwave story. So there was this one time that I decided I was going to spray the Clorox cleanup in the microwave. Let it sit because I'm going to clean it, right? So I'm letting it sit. I walked out, came back. Turn the microwave on, right? Let the heat work for me. I was sitting there. Jasmine was probably about 3. She was 3. No, Helen was a baby. So
Carlos.
So Ayla was 1, Jasmine was 3. Yep. They're in the kitchen. Turn the microwave on, and then it said, poof! The door flew open, and a flame came out. And y'all, I ran out of the kitchen.
I would have had
It was
a flat out heart attack.
It was a mom fail moment. I mean, the babies were over here, but hey, I ran out. So yeah.
Did you take them with you?
No, she left.
I had to go back.
She left them kids. Girl, that's messed up. You gone.
I would have done it too. Fight or flight,
It's
man.
so
My
scary
flight
to
kicks
fight
in
or
every
flight.
time. My flight kicks in every time.
I mean, it scared me. I was like, oh my gosh. I went back. When my husband came home, he's like, what did you do to the microwave? Oh.
It had a moment.
Yeah, and Jasmine was one of those 3-year-olds that spoke very well.
Mommy did it.
Yep. Mommy cleaned it. What did you clean the microwave?
Microwave black.
Try.
It was horrible.
Now I have a Clorox cleanup story too, though, and it happened recently. This is the worst part about it. Is I went into because we also have, for some odd reason, the setup in this house is like, you walk through the living room, right? There's the kitchen. There's a bathroom right when you turn the corner, and like right in front of the eat-in kitchen area. And then there's the laundry room in front of that. You might have to run from the kitchen to the bathroom.
That's hilarious.
So on another note, they might have been just being prepared. Like you might need to.
They might have planned that on purpose.
Wait a minute. Look, all I'm thinking of all those weird scents that now collide, like not the weird, like the smell good and that stanky, that just all collide.
Yeah.
Like
bathroom is off limits when people are in the kitchen eating. But if you ate some salmonella, as Rebecca would say, if your steak was a little too rare, you can make it to the bathroom.
See, maybe I do need that kind of layout
Nobody's
from
gonna be
this
happy
house at
about
my
it.
house.
But you're gonna clear the kitchen area, but I mean, you made it though. But okay, so I went in there to clean this bathroom because I hate it. It's my mortal enemy. It's always something. Like we had a bathroom like this in Texas. It was always clean. This bathroom is always something going on with this bathroom. I hate it. I'm always cleaning it. I go in there and I put the Clorox the gel stuff in there, right? And then I leave it because I'm gonna let it sit, right? But I forget I put it in there. So I come back later and I was cleaning the kitchen and I was like, oh, I'm spraying this 409. I'll just spray this on the toilet. And I almost died in that bathroom because that came out of that thing. I was like, something is not right. Also, I had to run and open the doors. I was like, I barely made it to the door. I was about to pass out. I said, who in the holy hell told me? Now that's a squirrel moment when you almost kill yourself in a bath. That's a squirrel moment where you have to get your butt to the outside. I'm like, I'm glad nobody was in the house with me, but maybe I need a maid or something. I need to stop doing all these tasks because you can't do that. Much. You cannot mix ammonia and bleach.
No, you cannot.
In my mind, I knew that. In my mind,
you cannot.
Recesses. But I had a squirrely. I forgot I put that Clorox clean in there, and I was like, oh, I'll just spray. And I was like, what's wrong with this 409? It's not right. It's me. I'm not right in here.
It was you.
I lost some brain cells. Yes. I was like,
talking about mixing stuff up. We made a fondue one night, right? We were trying to be fancy, like the melting pot at home. We've done it before and it was really good, so I can do it again. Let's put all these cheeses in there. My husband's laughing at me because he already knows what I'm about to say. But we put all these cheeses in there. We got the meats cut. Everything was good to go. Our vegetables, everything's going. So ready to eat. And we go and we dip the first bite and bite it. And we're like, oh, this is disgusting. Like, what in the world? Like, nasty. Like, wanted to throw it up right then and there. I'm like, what did we do? Maybe it's the cheese. So we go and we shred some cheese and we're tasting it. And we're like, no. Like, what's going on? So I'm looking at all the stuff on the counter. Okay, I have my baking soda and I have my cornstarch. And they're both in Ziploc bags. You're supposed to put a tablespoon of cornstarch in the cheese to make it thick and not, oily or anything. I put a tablespoon of baking soda in our cheese fondue.
Oh,
I was wondering why the cheese was bubbling in the pot. I was like, this is weird. Maybe I mixed too many different types of cheeses together and it's reacting. No, I put baking soda in our fondue and we ate it and it was disgusting and horrible. And our mouths were just like, oh, it was the worst thing ever. But they were both orange boxes in Ziploc bags. And I really thought I picked up the cornstarch, but I picked up the baking soda.
Yeah, I have made gravy. One time I was making gravy and I accidentally put the baking soda in there instead of the cornstarch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just grabbed it. It was
common mistake.
Yeah, no. And I was like, I said the same thing. Why is that gravy's bubbling weird? Like it looks weird. I was like, and it made a sizzling sound. I was like, oh, this cornstarch is going bad.
No, No,
When I
you-
tasted it, I was like, because it hadn't dissolved in there yet. I was like, tasted it. I was like, oh my God, like I had scooped like half of it out. So I saved it. But I mean, it was real close. It was real close. I was like, what's wrong with this cornstarch?
And what the heck is wrong?
Once again, that's what's wrong with the corn.
Yep. See.
Yeah.
I tried
Worst
to
cheese I ever ate.
I tried to make a chocolate pie one
She said the
time.
worst cheese I ever ate.
This is way back before I started trying to cook a year ago, and I was attempting a chocolate pie for Christmas. And it's one of the ones you cook. I mean, you cook the chocolate. I was making it from scratch. Well, with the exception of the pie crust, I bought those jokers, but I was making, the filling and everything from scratch. And I didn't know what the hell it meant when it said temper the eggs. So y'all put them eggs in that hot chocolate, and I had scrambled eggs floating on top of my chocolate mixture for my pie. And that was the first batch. Well, the second batch, I figured out how to temper the eggs, and I put salt instead of sugar into the mixture. And I can't tell you what went wrong with the third batch, but I just finally threw it out and said, we ain't getting no chocolate pie for
nope,
Christmas dinner tonight.
No chocolate pie.
But just seeing them dang eggs floating in the top of my, it was like egg dumplings, just an egg dumpling, just
Oh,
flopping and
God.
floating
Oh
around
my
in
goodness,
my
Becca.
chocolate.
I would have gave up right there.
Yeah, it would have been a wrap. Nope.
I was
Mhm.
pregnant. I was really pregnant and really hungry, and I really wanted that chocolate pie.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
I can bake some cookies, but I can't make pie from scratch, and I can't
No.
make a cake from scratch. I can make a weapon cake from scratch. Like if you want to knock somebody out with something, I got you.
I can't do
I got
cookies.
you.
My husband says my
can't
cookies
bake
are the cookies are the consistencies of scones. He said we could use those as a weapon maybe if we need to, because they're so hard as a rock every time I make them, and it doesn't even matter if it's the pre-made cookie mix.
Oh Lord.
I
Becca.
will still
Yeah,
make them
I
come
can't
out.
Talking
make
about
pre-made
desserts, Helen, are you gonna make those brownies?
I was just thinking about that actually.
You make some good brownies, girl. I love brownies.
Yeah, she makes some
They're
good
my
brownies.
favorite.
Yeah, her
Sounds
brownies is good.
good.
So I have one last question before we sign off. What is everyone's favorite dish? Helen, you first. What's your favorite dish?
Crab legs.
She didn't even take a second to answer that one. She knew it. You knew it. Pass on me because I don't know yet. I'm still thinking.
I got it. My death row meal: catfish, fried catfish, hush puppies, French fries, coleslaw, and a side of cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake.
That's my death row meal right there. That's it.
My favorite is shrimp. I like me some good old shrimp.
You like it fried, boiled, any way you
Give
can
me
get it.
fried.
Coconut. You like the coconut
No,
shrimp?
I like it, but my favorite
Just plain
good
fried shrimp.
old old-fashioned fried shrimp. Baked potato. Loaded. Baked
Oh
potato.
yeah. My husband made shrimp po' boys a couple weekends ago.
Mm.
I'm telling you, man, he's a good one. He's a looker. He can cook. He provides well. He's a super nice guy. I think I'll keep him for another 25. I mean, I've had him for this long. It'd be a shame to start over with a young whippersnapper
Start over.
now. And we'd starve if I
Right.
did.
Let's
What
see.
about-
My meal is steak, a good pan-seared steak with pan-seared shrimp. That'll be my death row meal with a Coke probably.
And
I can
definitely
get
a
that.
soda.
With a potato with some mashed potatoes.
Definitely a soda. I forgot that one. Got to have that to wash everything down with.
Gotta get that pop. Yes.
Did you say
Mine
that
would
pop?
probably be.
She
You
did.
I said pop. I said pop. Pop. Facebook. I said pop.
Coke. Everything is Coke.
That's it. That's how it is in New Mexico.
Coke.
You ask for something, you say yeah, get me a Coke, and someone will tell you
What kind?
Yeah.
What kind?
What kind? Mhm,
Yeah.
exactly. I think my favorite would probably have to be chicken Alfredo with some garlic toast.
Oh yeah,
That's my
that's good.
That
But
does
from
sound
scratch.
good.
I love making it from scratch. It's so good.
Oh no. See, it don't
Look,
taste
yeah,
as good
I
if I
know.
cook it.
You always have that one that has to, do from scratch. No. but I know who I'm visiting. Who I'm visiting and who I will eat their food. And I
Here's the
know
thing.
who I'm not eating nothing from. She's cooking. I'm like, no, I'll come visit you, Becca, but I ain't. Yeah.
It's a potluck at Becca's house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody bring Taco Bell, somebody bring KFC, somebody get some Bojangles. Y'all just bring
You
it on
get
in.
that bucket of KFC. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That bucket of KFC.
Like KFC. Mm-hmm.
The bucket. Or
Good.
churches. Oh, churches. I
I
take some
hadn't seen
churches
one of
too.
those around here. I had Bojangles for the first time, and it's really good.
It's
Now,
good.
we
I
ain't
never
gonna get
had
on. We're not
Bojangles.
gonna get on chicken. We about to go because I need to go eat.
Oh, my bad. Well, chicken.
and
The
Helen-
next show is on
Helen
chicken.
gonna make brownies. I guess that's what we gonna eat for dinner tonight. Brownies. No, we
Famous.
said we're gonna get burrito tacos.
Burritos, something.
Yeah.
And then so you need to order it and have it delivered. That's what we're gonna do tonight.
Well, y'all have fun. I'm going to watch the backs of my eyelids.
Well, I'm gonna do that too. But for everyone who's still watching, thank you guys for tuning in to the conversation. We stream live every first and third Thursday of the month right here. Be sure to let your friends know about Meal Spice Conversations. It's the new hot thing out here. Oh, look, Nishita. I got my roll back, girl. Because you were talking. No, I still can't do the bounce. Leave that alone.
You gotta do the TikTok dance. Oh yeah, that's
No,
hard.
leave me alone.
If you don't got
Leave me
that
alone on
yet,
that.
you
Leave me
working on it.
alone. Let me be. That shoulder still don't like to go. It never like to go. But we also have social hour that is going down the second Thursday of every month. So we will be here on, I'm looking at my calendar, on the 14th, not here, but keep an eye out for registration for our social hour. That is a time that you get to come in, sit and chat with us. Okay, bring your food, bring your snacks,
Coffee, wine.
whatever it is you choose, or don't bring nothing. We don't care. We don't care what you do.
Just show up.
Just show up and be ready to have fun, laugh, and meet other military spouses from around the globe. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure that you like and follow our page. Also, make sure you go to our website, www.millspouseconversations.com, and go subscribe to that YouTube channel. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just saying. And we are on Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite, follow us, and you will get that notification as soon as those social hour seats are available. All right, just saying. I know that was really long-winded, but I'm long-winded. Anywho, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, ladies, for joining tonight.
Bye, guys.
Conversation
Thank
Starters.
you all.
Helen for stepping in, filling in as our junior conversation starter.
Thank you, Helen.
Because our other two,
Did they bail on you?
one got herself a part-time job.
Oh,
She want to be grown. That's a whole
yeah.
nother subject. And then one had a lesson tonight. So I was
Wow.
like, no. You want to be here. That's where you're supposed to be. But anywho, thank you guys. See you later.